fans and YouTubers. It's that VA Dallas Cowboy fan coming back at you again. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting down below. I make these videos for me and you, and they're a little therapeutic. As I continue on my search today to find the positive in these Dallas Cowboys. Saw an article where they're trying to shop Everson Griffin, and it's funny how we picked him up. We thought our defensive line was going to beast this year, especially after getting Griffin. He was a guy we were all looking forward to picking up, and once we got him, we were all joyous. And now, 7 games in, he hasn't done a thing, even though 2.5 sacks on the season is actually second on the team, which is a shame. They're looking to shop him. And this is after Jerry Jones has said they were going to be buyers at the trade deadline, not sellers. But it looks like already they're lying to us, and they're trying to get rid of somebody. So, you know, I take whatever the Cowboys say with a grain of salt now, because they're a bunch of liars. They just lied to the fans. I don't listen to the press conferences anymore, frankly. I don't listen to any of that stuff because they just make up stuff every day, lying to the fans about what's going on and filling us with a bunch of bull. So I don't even listen to it. I do listen to Mike Fisher. Big up to Mike Fisher. He does give us some reputable information, and I respect him more than anything the Cowboys say. Good Lord, all these cars are evenly spaced out, really? But yeah, it seems they're shopping somebody. They haven't had any takers, which is obvious, and I don't think anybody wants players from this team. What for? They've already shown they got no heart. So who wants to pick these guys up in their contracts? In other news, of course, with Andy Dalton going down and being in a concussion protocol, we're looking at Ben DiNucci to be our starter, with Gilbert as our Garrett Gilbert as our backup. Now, he says he'll be ready if his name is called, but we know, thanks to the offensive line, that's far and away farther from the truth. He's not going to be ready. The offensive line is not going to be ready. And that means that a playbook that's like this, they're going to have to like that. Because, frankly put, they're going to make him hand the ball off more than anything. They're not going to really let him throw. And they do that with pretty much any rookie. They never let rookies really throw. I don't know why. What's the point of drafting these guys if you never let them throw? They might as well just be running backs. If you're just going to be handing the ball off all day, what's the point? You know, you got to let them throw. But this is a team that we've come to see that they just don't know what they're doing. We thought it was a bad regime with the last coaching staff, but maybe it goes deeper than that. Maybe it's a management thing. Yes, it's a management thing. But it's going to be stand to reason. We'll see what he can do when he gets his shot at starting come Sunday night. And they might as well flex us at a Sunday night, because it'll get you your viewers, but it's pointless to watch us get a drubbing again on national TV again. But it gets the NFL rating, so, you know, we are America's team no matter how much people say we're not. I haven't read it yet, but I'm seeing an article online that could this be really a one and done season for Mike McCarthy? Let's look at it like this. When we were trying to get rid of Jason Garrett, everybody and the mama was happy to get rid of him. Correct? Correct. And all these names floated around, even though nobody even thought Mike McCarthy. They were thinking Urban Meyer, Lincoln Riley. You think with this team, these players, they'd have gave two craps about Urban Meyer or Lincoln Riley? Really? if we were still to have COVID, we were still to have injuries and everything go like it is, you think it mattered who our head coach was going to be? That these guys were going to buy into it? No. They could care less. These guys are independent. They're not a team. And they could care less who the head coach is. They were just going to bury them, whoever it was, when they started losing. They got no backbone. They can talk a game, but they ain't showing it. And that's really just not cool. But there's nothing else we can say about that, you know. These guys are grown-ass men who just play like they're 12-year-old kids. I'd hate to say that Mike McCarthy and his staff is one and done, because you never fully get to see what they can do with the whole offseason and players who buy into what they're trying to do. I'd like to see that, because, face it, Jimmy Johnson didn't have 1 year to turn this whole thing around, did he? No. He went 1-15. We're probably going to go 2-14. It happens. It sucks. And as fans, we got to sit here and take it. It's going to take time to get this team turned around. And if Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones can get their freaking selves out the way and, you know, maybe actually get, I don't know, Will McClay as far as talent evaluator, I don't know what's going on there, because I thought he did pretty good this offseason, but it still looks like we're top heavy. And we've had this problem in the past where we're so top heavy, once the top guys are gone, we got nobody to back them up. You hate to do a whole draft where it's nothing but backups, but it seems like that's what you need. We don't have any kind of depth. And the depth we had was killed off due to injury as well. So it's just hard to pinpoint everything wrong with this team except for it starting at the top. So there's the rub. The top is never going to recognize that they're the problem in themselves. So we're stuck analyzing, overanalyzing, and getting mad at ourselves for something we have no control over. The players have no control over. The coaches have no control over. They don't run this team. Until they get a football guy who can run this team, it's going to be ran the way Jerry Jones wants it ran. And that means he's going to run it into the ground. He's going to run it into the ground. We're stuck liking a team that's just no good. That's what we're looking at. That's our future right now. Eagle fans, Giants fans, Washington football fans. I thought Washington was going to take a drubbing this season with losing their name and everything going on with that. But they're in high spirits after beating us. That was their Super Bowl. They're done. They could care less about this season. Come Thanksgiving Day, when they come to Dallas and we got to put out this putrid team again against them, dear God, they're going to have a field day. They're going to be eating turkey legs and throwing themselves into that Salvation Army kettle and having a field day with us. Let's face it, by the time that comes around, we're not going to be any better. Players can come back from injured reserve, but Dak's not coming back through that door. Our offensive line is not coming back through that door. And we're just not going to get better. All we can do is try to mend these holes that we have now, but it starts with the players we already have. Excuse me. And the fact that they're still getting gashed up the middle of your defense is pathetic. I don't know how many times I have to keep reiterating the same thing week in and week out. That y'all don't study film. This team doesn't look at film. There's no way y'all can get your asses handed to you week in and week out and tell me that you looked at any film to fix the problem. You're not fixing anything. I mean, Dontari Poe is a waste of time. And Antoine Woods, I don't even know where the hell you are either. The middle of that defense is just getting killed. And if you have to simplify it to going back to the same old predictable bullshit that Marinelli was running out here, you might have to. I hate to say it, because these guys are determined not to do anything different. They're not trying to help themselves. The linebackers aren't helping the situation because they're getting up in the holes and getting washed out of plays too. They're trying to do too much. It's just looking bad. Trayvon Diggs, he admits he had a brain fart on the long touchdown. But after that, you saw he toughened up and got right back into it. Worley, apparently he only played one snap, which is good because he'd have been the guy to get burned. And I'll be honest, since I didn't really see all of the game, I didn't even see Randy Gregory out there. They say he played 6 snaps. But for a guy who's supposed to be fresh and ready to go, you really put him on a leash? He's not injured. He just ain't played. And y'all put him on 6 snaps? Jesus Christ. Y'all just don't want to win. Y'all just don't try to have anybody come in to help you guys. And like I said in my other video that's currently uploading, this team is not going to do better. You're not going to find the Joneses pulling off anything at the trade deadline. Let's be honest. It's just not happening. This team is not going anywhere. The best thing you got is 8th right now in draft position. And it could be better by the end of this season. But to be honest, there's just no help coming. If these guys can't get off their own asses and handle business like grown-ass men and do it themselves, then don't look for a savior. Don't look for somebody to come in and magically turn this around. You're not listening to the coaches. The coaches are getting upset that you guys have no heart. And it's just bad communication all around. Communication is key, and it's killing y'all that you don't have it. You're trying to do too many things solo on your own, and the so-called leader of the defense, DeMarcus Lawrence, already said he doesn't care about trying to help other people right now because he's worried about himself. So that tells you in a nutshell why this defense is so bad, because they don't care about each other. This team doesn't love each other at all. Somebody said that once Dak was gone, that was the heart and soul of this team, and that's a damn shame. That a guy gone for 2 weeks is the reason why you guys don't want to play. Shouldn't have to come down to that, but it seems that's your excuses. It's excuses. You think anybody else on these other teams gives a fart about these excuses? No. So, if these guys can't grow balls and turn this around, that's on the team. That has nothing to do with anybody else. That's all I got to say about that. Trying to look at the positive. I want to see what Ben DiNucci can do. I hate this is the reason he has to come in. But, yeah, I'd just like to see what's up. Let's try and get him going, see what he can do. We drafted him for a reason. I'd like to see if that reason will play out well for us, you know. You never know. He's a 7th rounder, but maybe he's a diamond in the rough. We just got to find out, right? But that's all I got for now. Mike McCarthy calling out the team, saying they have no heart, really. That's reading between the lines. Everson Griffin, they're trying to trade him. Nobody's taking it. And that's about it for now. If anything else comes, we'll get it to you. Till then, y'all have a good day. And we'll talk to you later. VA Dallas Cowboy fan, out.